Welcome everyone to NXT, 3 weeks away from Halloween Havoc. And we kick things off tonight with the NXT Champion. Trick Williams successfully defended the NXT Championship against Sami Zayn, one of the greatest men to have ever come out of this brand. And Trick Williams defeated him at Homecoming to retain his NXT title. And that was a big win for Trick Williams. He must be on top of the world right now. Let's hear what he's got to say.
Trick Williams is still NXT champion. Let's talk about it. At Homecoming, I defended my title against Sami Zayn, and I beat him. I am at the top of my game right now. I defended my title twice, 2 weeks running. First against Miles Bourne, and then Sami Zayn. I'm in my groove right now, and that ain't changing.
What on earth? The hell is he doing here? Dirty Dominik Mysterio? Well, this was a turn I did not see coming. Dominik Mysterio making a special appearance on NXT here this evening. And he just interrupted the NXT champion, so I think I know what that means. Dominik has his eyes on the NXT title.
Trick, good for you for being in a groove, but I'm afraid Dominik Mysterio has arrived. I am putting my name in the mix for a shot at your title next.
I knew it. Dominik wants that championship.
But didn't you hear me? I just beat Miles and Sami in succession. What makes you can knock me off the top of the mountain?
Whoa, now, Dom, you ain't the only one who wants a match with Trick, so calm yourself down, man, because you don't even belong on this show. Go back to SmackDown and let the NXT superstars handle business here.
It's getting a little heated out here.
All right, I see an opportunity here. Tonight, we will decide who goes to Halloween Havoc to face Trick for the NXT title. Dominik, you will face Jayvon, and the winner becomes #1 contender. Now, can you dig that, Suka?
A #1 contenders match goes down here tonight between Dominik Mysterio and Siobhan Evans. The winner goes to Halloween Havoc to face Trick Williams. Tonight on NXT, Tiffany Stratton will go one-on-one with Jazmyn Nyx of Fatal Influence. And as we just heard from General Manager Booker T, tonight we determine the next #1 contender to the NXT title as Siobhan Evans battles Dominik Mysterio. The winner goes to Halloween Havoc to face Trick Williams for the NXT title. It's time for some in-ring action as here come Hank Walker and Tank Ledger.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 613 pounds. The team of Hank Walker and Tank Ledger.
Hank and Tank ready for in-ring action. They battle Gallus next on NXT.
I got your back tonight. I'll be in your corner in case Jacy or Fallon tries anything.
Thanks, Jordynne.
Tiffany Stratton getting ready for her match later tonight with Jazmyn Nyx. But back in the ring, we are about to witness tag team action. Former NXT Tag Team Champions looking to get back on track here tonight. Gallus looking to pick up a victory over Hank and Tank, who are relatively new to this brand. Hank and Tank with one win already under their belts. Tonight they look to continue that momentum. They battle a established team of Mark Coffey and Wolfgang. This is going to be harder than anticipated for them. Gallus, of course, have the chemistry advantage, the experience on their side. And as we get underway here, it will be Wolfgang starting things off for Gallus. And he just got launched by Tank. And all missing out there with a headbutt. An opening now for Wolfgang. Bell clap. Right to the ears of Tank Ledger. He responds with that back elbow. And now Tank unloading. And he is feeling it. Tank all fired up. Look at the power. Again on display. Hank and Tank realise what a tremendous opportunity this is to face former NXT Tag Team Champions here tonight in Gallus. And Wolfgang gets sent into the corner, tag made. In comes Hank. And Hank and Tank with the double team. Nicely done for the victory. And it's going to take more than that to put down Wolfgang. Look at the aggression from Hank Walker as this tag team match continues here tonight on NXT. Gallus have experience on their side here in this tag team match on NXT as they battle Hank and Tank. Going for a clothesline, gets called out by Wolfgang. And there's some power on display from Wolfgang. Elbow to the chest. Staying on Hank Walker. And in comes Mark Coffey for the first time this evening. Double gutbusters. Winding Hank. And now the cover. Gallus for the win, only for a 2 count. Hank picked back up to a vertical base. Great combination offense there from Mark Coffey. And he takes out Tank. Hank is all alone right now. And Coffey looking to capitalise. But there's a counter. And Tank is back up on the apron. Tank is awaiting the tag. Meanwhile, Hank, gets countered. He just got spiked head first into the mat. A chance here now for Gallus. Mark Coffey staying on him, trying to take advantage of the situation. There's an elbow now from Coffey. Back into the corner goes Hank for the tag. And Gallus looking for some more tandem offense. Stereo shoulder blocks. And in comes Tank. Hank was able to make the tag, and Tank is all fired up. Unloading on Wolfgang. An exploder. And now lifting him back up to a vertical base. No wasted motion from Tank Ledger. But that was a poke to the eye. Wolfgang right to the eye. And another gutbuster. Wolfgang hooking the outside leg. Gallus for the win, almost had him. Not quite enough. You've got to admire the toughness of Hank and Tank. They could really be something in the tag team division on NXT. And a victory here tonight would solidify that if they could knock off former NXT Tag Team Champions. Inverted atomic drop and a massive boot to the face. Tag now, back to Coffey. And Mark Coffey trying to go after Hank Walker. Hank though comes right back. Shoulder tackles in the corner. And now sending him coast to coast. Oh, went for a stinger splash. Nobody home. And Mark Coffey finds himself with another opportunity to put this away. Choke slam. And oh, that was wise. Veteran instinct there from the newcomer to get out of the ring. And now some miscommunication from Gallus on the outside. Jawbreaker dazing Mark Coffey. And Hank just lays in to Mark Coffey before planting him down. That really sent him for a ride. And Hank and Tank closing in. Oh, down goes Joe. Gallus wiped out on the outside. Mark Coffey's all alone. There's the double team. And Hank and Tank looking to pick up a massive win. Shoulders down. They got it. Wow.
Here are your winners, the team of Hank Walker and Kay Ledger.
That is massive for the careers of Hank and Tank. So early on. And they've already beat former NXT Tag Team Champions, Gallus. There is Jordynne Grace awaiting the stipulation for her match with Roxanne Perez at Halloween Havoc, and it's going to be a Weapons Wild match. And oh, speaking of the NXT Women's Champion, here comes Roxanne Perez. The NXT Women's title will be on the line at Halloween Havoc in 3 weeks when Roxanne Perez defends against the juggernaut Jordynne Grace. And we now know it will be a Weapons Wild match. And it's probably a good thing that Roxanne Perez now has a protector by her side in Raquel Rodriguez, because she is going to need all the help that she can get for when she faces the juggernaut in 3 weeks' time. We are going to see what Roxanne Perez has to say here tonight regarding her match with Jordynne Grace.
At Homecoming, I proved without a doubt that I am the future. I defeated the first ever NXT Women's Champion Paige. That should clear up all the critics, all the doubters. Roxanne Perez is the future of this company, the future of this entire industry. Raquel knows that, and that's why she's by my side now, to protect the future.
Well, she may want to protect the future, but will that protection be enough to withstand the dominance of this woman, the #1 contender to the NXT Women's Championship, Jordynne Grace?
Roxanne, you are gonna need protecting because you face me at Halloween Havoc.
Roxanne may have defeated Paige at Homecoming, but Jordynne Grace is an absolute beast.
Oh, please, Jordynne, you can't lace up my boots. I will beat you just like I beat Lyra, Cora, and Paige.
Look at you. I barely recognize who you have become. The last time I was here in NXT back when I was signed to TNA, you were nothing like this egotistical bitch I see before me now.
Oh, damn.
I grew confidence, Jordynne. Unlike you, I'm sure in myself, and I know you ain't got a chance of beating me.
Well, I guess we'll find out in just 3 weeks' time when Grace and Perez collide. Welcome back, everyone, to NXT. And here comes the beautiful madness. Giulia ready for battle.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Tokyo, Japan,
Giulia in action next here on NXT. She goes one-on-one with Lola Voice. Well, there is Tatum Paxley, who is looking to find out who she defends against at Halloween Havoc. And oh my goodness, her title reign may be in severe jeopardy because the Dark Angel awaits.
and her opponent from Miami, Florida, Lola Voice.
While Lola Voice confronted Giulia last week on NXT and agreed with what Tiffany Stratton said. A lot of people in the women's division here on NXT have not taken a liking to Giulia's arrival. And that goes for Stephanie Vaquer as well. A lot of people have threatened that their spot will be taken by these new arrivals. And so Lola Voice is about to step into the ring here tonight with Giulia. And the fans are behind her. There is the bell. We are now underway. The beautiful madness locking up with Lola Voice. And Voice going off to the arm right away. And look at the speed, look at the quickness here from Giulia. And Giulia is called the Beautiful Madness for good reason. Once she gets going in that ring, she's hard to stop. A very proficient striker. A great technician also. Giulia is going to be something big on this brand. It is only a matter of time. I'm telling you. I see big things in the future of the Beautiful Madness. As right now, she goes off to the arm of Lola Voice, giving her a taste of her own medicine. But Voice, back up to a vertical base. Went after the midsection of Giulia. Gets caught out though. And look at the strikes here from the Beautiful Madness. And Voice trying to hold her own. Trying to use her educated feet. Giulia though is having none of it. Brutal slaps. Back and forth between these two women. And there's a kick right to the spine. First cover now in this match. Shoulders down for a 1 count. And Giulia is picked back to her feet. From behind, German suplex, nicely done by Lola. Only gets a 1 count though. And no wasted motion by Lola Voice. Another kick to the midsection of Giulia. And Giulia rising from the canvas. Oh my goodness. What a stiff forearm shot. Voice may be out of it. Oh, but she's still in there. She's still got something left in the tank. Release German suplex from Giulia. A rough landing there for Lola. And more stiff forearm shots from the Beautiful Madness. And that is what Giulia is all about. Oh, man. Talk about strong style. Giulia is rolling as this match rolls on here on NXT. This has been a very stiff physical match to witness between Giulia and Lola Vice, and it continues as we welcome you back to NXT. And Giulia missing out with that forearm. Vice with the kick. And now choking Giulia against the ropes. Looking for any advantage that she can find is Lola Vice. The choking continues. And now the cover on Giulia. Shoulders are down for a 2 count. Near fall there for Vice. As she again lifts Giulia back to a vertical base. Jabs in the corner. And Vice can strike with the best of them. Being a former MMA fighter and oh, what a drop kick. Caught Vice by surprise. And now the double leg takedown. Giulia tying up Lola Vice. And oh my goodness. Face first. And now into an STF. Submission locked in. And Vice, with being an MMA fighter, knows her way around many different submission maneuvers. She's able to survive. And went for a kick, got called out. Vice, though, one step ahead, taking down Giulia. And Giulia with a fireman's carry takeover. And now following up with some headbutts. Vice looks rocked, but she caught Giulia out with a back elbow. And Giulia comes back. Whoa, went for a headbutt. Lola Vice saw it coming. There's the X Factor. Face first goes the beautiful madness. And Vice is feeling herself right now. But Giulia met her with a back elbow of her own. Release Tiger suplex. Launching Lola. And Giulia looking to add the exclamation point. Going for that Northern Lights bomb, but Lola Vice was one step ahead again. A great reversal. And now driving Giulia into the corner. The kicks, the knees. Lola Vice doing whatever she can to combat Giulia. Oh, wow. Well, that one did not miss. What a wicked headbutt. Lola Vice could be out of it. Oh, but she kicks it too. Giulia thought she had the matchup won right there. And Vice with a takedown. Giulia picked back to her feet again. Vice gonna send her into the corner. Back elbow. And that will set up Giulia. Hip attack. And was that a knockout blow? Lola Vice for the victory. And that would have been an upset in my mind. Giulia was able to kick. And now Lola poised. Gonna go for that spinning back fist. Giulia out of the way. And Giulia, knee to the skull. And she's not quite finished. A Webbattires knee. A second knee strike from Giulia. And here's that Northern Lights bomb. Both legs hooked. Giulia continuing her momentum on NXT.
Here is your winner,
Giulia gets another victory in her NXT career. And a well-deserved victory at that over Lola Vice. What a stiff physical battle that was. And Giulia walks out with the win.
Oba, I have that North American title of yours in my crosshairs. I'm stepping to you like a man, and I'm taking it.
Try it. I will take on anyone that wants a shot.
Josh Briggs stepping up to Oba Femi. Looks like we can expect that matchup at some point down the line. But right now it is all about this match between Jazmyn Nyx and Tiffany Stratton.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, accompanied by Jacy Jayne, representing Fatal Influence from New York City, Jazmyn Nyx.
Jazmyn Nyx set for singles action here tonight with Jacy Jayne by her side. Last week, Fatal Influence lost to the unlikely team of Jordynne Grace and Tiffany Stratton. We know that Grace will be in the corner of Stratton here tonight. How will that affect the outcome? And we have still got no idea what the motivation is behind this newfound attitude of Tiffany Stratton.
And her opponent from Prior Lake, Minnesota, Tiffany Stratton.
Can Jordynne Grace trust this new attitude of Stratton? Tiffany's not exactly the most trustworthy person out there, but so far it seems to be going well in this alliance between Grace and Stratton. Grace will challenge for the NXT Women's title in 3 weeks at Halloween Havoc in a Weapons Wild match with Roxanne Perez. But we are underway here tonight. Stratton Nyx one-on-one. Stratton with the obvious power advantage. Jazmyn Nyx is going to have to use her speed and quickness here to combat that power. Rear chin lock applied. Keeping the match pace slow to begin. And she drives her knee into the spine of Stratton. Early cover now for a 1 count. And right back up to a vertical base goes Tiffany. Putting the boots to Nyx in the corner. The NXT Universe firmly behind Tiffany Stratton. But wait a second, Jazmyn Nyx with a kick to the spine. Here's another cover. Trying to end it early and another kick out. That time Nyx gets a 2 count. And staying on her is Nyx. No wasted motion at all. Tiffany's in trouble. And she wisely gets herself out of the ring. This match rolls on here tonight. We are back here on NXT as Tiffany Stratton battles Jazmyn Nyx. And Nyx has been in control throughout the break. But here comes Tiffany, trying to rally, trying to turn things around. Backstabber, right to the spine. Here's the cover to put Nyx away. Kick out at 2. Tiffany Stratton finally getting the better of Jazmyn Nyx. Hoisting her up. Oh, but she lands behind and there's a chop block. And what is Jacy doing? Sliding that kendo stick into the ring. And there's another slap by Tiffany Stratton. The official right on cue gets rid of that weaponry. And now utilising the top rope is Stratton. Here's another cover. Jordynne Grace looking on from ringside. And there's another kick out at 2 by Nyx. And the question I think everybody has is, can Jordynne Grace trust Tiffany Stratton? This new alliance is going well so far, but what is the motivation behind Stratton's recent change in attitude? Hope we find out eventually, but Tiffany right now trying to regain control. And all malfunction there at the junction. Stratton going for the forearm. Nyx went for the kick. Back and forth between these two. Snap their takedown, kick right to the spine. And Nyx is picked back up to a vertical base. Stratton just continuing to throw those forearms. Big slap. And now floating over into the Alabama slam. Tiffany Stratton to put this away. Shoulders down. Nyx stays in it. Well, I have to credit the resilience of Jazmyn Nyx here this evening. She is holding her own against Tiffany Stratton. Nyx hanging Tiffany out to dry. Now back into the ring. Stratton though right back up. Missing with the drop kick. And there's a kick by Tiffany. Reversal on the Irish whip, and now Jacy Jayne grabs the foot of Tiffany Stratton. And I've got Grace up on the apron. Chaos ensuing here in this matchup. And the official booting both Jacy Jayne and Jordynne Grace to the back. Probably for the best. And now this matchup can continue mono-y-mono. One-on-one. Stratton from behind, belly to back suplex. And the NXT Universe are firmly behind Tiffany. Oh, the back elbow connects in the corner. And now can Stratton add the exclamation point. Snap their takedown. And all right to the chest. Going up to the middle rope. Stratton thinking something big. Trying to up the ante. And Nyx gets out of the way. Big forearm to the spine of Stratton. And now Stratton gets dropped. Can Nyx put this away? Can she defeat Tiffany Stratton here tonight? The neck breaker. And old Nyx with a perfect transition into that lost chancery. The submission maneuver is locked in. Can Stratton survive? She can. Big right hand to the face of Nyx. And now Nyx sent into the corner on the other side of the ring. And oh, no luck that time for Stratton. Unable to land that splash in the corner. And now trying to buy herself some time by rolling to the outside. Nyx though staying right on her. I know you rarely see this from Jazmyn. To the top rope. She's going to fly. And oh, Stratton gets out of dodge. Mistakes have been made by Nyx. What a spine buster. And that puts Nyx in the drop zone. Prettiest moonsault ever. Stratton with the cover. Hook to the outside leg. And Tiffany Stratton is victorious. Tiffany Stratton walks out of NXT here tonight with a win. Fatal Influence have taken many losses to this newfound alliance between Stratton and Grace. Next week here on NXT, Josh Briggs steps up to face the North American champion Oba Femi in a non-title match. Can Briggs knock off the North American champion? Also next week here on NXT, Jordynne Grace will face Raquel Rodriguez, the now protector of the NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez.
Tatum Paxley, I admire your reign as Women's North American Champion, but I have waited for this opportunity since my arrival. This is my first championship match, and your reign ends at the hands of the Dark Angel.
Well, I said it earlier tonight, I think the title reign of Tatum Paxley may be in severe jeopardy come Halloween Havoc. It will be Paxley versus ACKY in 3 weeks' time. But right now, though, we are set for our main event of the evening as we look to determine who will face Trick Williams at Halloween Havoc for the NXT Championship. And there is Javon Evans.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Greensboro, North Carolina, weighing in at 170 pounds,
Javon Evans looking for an opportunity at Williams. But here comes his opponent from Friday Night SmackDown. It's Dirty Dominik Mysterio.
and his opponent from San Diego, California, weighing in at 200 pounds, Dirty Dominik Mysterio.
Earlier tonight, we saw Dominik Mysterio make a shocking appearance on NXT to confront the NXT champion, Trick Williams. Dom wants a shot at the NXT championship, but Javon Evans wants the same thing. Evans switching his focus from the North American title to the NXT championship, but he has to get past Dominik here this evening in order to get that shot. This is a #1 contenders match set up by General Manager Booker T. The winner will face Trick Williams at Halloween Havoc. Just when you thought you had enough of Dominik Mysterio and the Judgment Day on SmackDown, he arrives on NXT here tonight. That's just what we need. More Dominik. So this is our main event here tonight. Who's going to Halloween Havoc? Let's find out as the bell sounds. We are underway. Collar and elbow tie up between these two men. Dominik with the go behind. And a roll up here. Trying to end it early. Trying to catch Evans by surprise. Did not pay off. Dominik with the mind games early on. Javon Evans still relatively inexperienced in his career. He is still new to all of this. And remember, Dominik was in that point in his career back a number of years ago. And since then, he's really come into his own, and we've found out who the real Dominik Mysterio is. Joining the Judgment Day and becoming one dirty son of a gun. The disrespect to his father alone says it all. And Javon Evans with that side headlock applied. Turning the tables here in this match, but Dominik able to escape. Evans with a counter. Jawbreaker by Dominik. Dazing Evans. And now into that side Russian leg sweep. Cover by Dom to become #1 contender. Kick out at 1. Still early days in our main event this evening. Who's going to Halloween Havoc to face Trick for the NXT title? Takedown there by Dominik. Back into the headlock. Evans again winds up in a precarious situation. The advantage belongs to Dominik Mysterio right now. Evans looking to change that. Big knee. Right to the skull of Mysterio. Here's the cover. Evans gets a 1 count. Oh, right to the leg. And Dominik unloading on Evans. Nice Hurricane Rana. Can Javon bounce back here in our main event? Coming soon to Universe Mode, the next NXT Premium Live event, NXT Halloween Havoc. Don't miss this night of great in-ring action as grudge matches take place. Championships are put on the line. NXT Halloween Havoc coming soon to Universe Mode. Well, the card for Halloween Havoc is certainly coming together. General Manager Booker T doing a great job this year as General Manager. I have to credit him. An amazing job from General Manager Booker T, as this is our main event here this evening. And this will determine who will go to Halloween Havoc to face Trick Williams for the NXT Championship. Dominik Mysterio showing up here tonight on NXT out of absolutely nowhere. Wanting an opportunity at Trick Williams. Nice counter there by Evans. He held on to the ropes and now he's going to fly. The young OG from the middle rope. Oh, but he went face first into the mat. Dom out of the way. And now trying for the roll-up. That's a rope break. Great officiating here tonight from Adrian Butler. And Dom putting Evans in the corner. And now it's Dominik from the middle rope. Face first goes Evans again. For the win to become #1 contender and a kick out at 2. Boot there to the midsection and another one to the back. And look at Dominik. Enjoying this. Kick there to the midsection by Javon. Went for a double foot stomp. Nobody home. And now Dominik driving Evans back into that corner. Putting the boots to him. And Evans coming back. Trying to rally. Oh, but gets caught out of the air. And was that a knockout blow for Dominik? Shoulders down. Almost had him. My goodness, that was close. Evans is in a state right now. But he's able to hold on to the ropes. Shoulder tackle to the midsection. And is this the comeback that Javon needs? Dominik trying to shut him down. Evans out of the way. Oh, came up empty with the super kick. DDT from Dom. Right into the cover. No wasted motion to become #1 contender. And another near fall. You see the frustration from Dom at this juncture. Oh, that was a poke to the eye. Dominik trying to cheat his way to a win. But he gets laid out. And wait a minute, Finn Balor's here. Finn Balor of the Judgment Day. Providing a distraction and Dom taking advantage. You have got to be kidding me. Not only is Dominik here tonight, but Finn also. Mr. Money in the Bank. Distracting Javon Evans. And it just may lead to Dominik becoming #1 contender. Oh, forearm from the apron. Not like this. This is an apocalyptic situation for NXT. Dominik from the top. Frog splash. No. No. The cover. Dominik's #1 contender.
Here is your winner, Dominik Mysterio.
Well, clearly the Judgment Day came into tonight with a plan, and that plan has paid dividends for Dominik Mysterio.